Houston. He's an adoptee. He has worked in various capacities in his public service career on adoption issues. As Speaker of the House several years ago, he championed the very issue of access to records, which helped to set the stage that ultimately became House Bill 61 and Senate Bill 23. And as such, it's only fitting that he is here with us today. Secretary Houston.
Congratulations to Betsy and all the legislators and to all of the adoptees who are going to have access to their records. I know that Betsy, whether she knows this or not, this is a difficult thing for me to talk about too, because whether she knows it or not, she opened a window into my life that I had not previously known. When I was working on the issues of adoption, when I was the Speaker of the House, she said to me, would you like to know more about your birth mother? And it's an issue that I know that anybody who's been adopted has struggled with during the course of their life, about whether they wanted to know, whether they didn't want to know. So she put me in contact with some people in Michigan. I was born in Michigan. All I knew was that I was born in Michigan. I lived in a foster home for the first month of my life, and then I was adopted by my parents, and they moved me to Ohio, and that's all I knew. And without going into all the details of what I discovered, let's just say that it made me a more capable person. What I learned about the struggles that my biological mother went through, and how fortunate it made me feel to be where I was. And that was a tremendous, tremendous thing for me in my life, and it's made me an even stronger advocate for adoption, and to do everything that I can to help people who want to maybe make that choice to give up a child for adoption, or for an adoptee who may be seeking information, because in life we want to know what the truth is, and these things are great opportunities. This bill will, however, affect directly my sister, who was also adopted. She was born in Toledo. And I can tell you that just in our family alone, how much impact these issues have, because my nephew suffers from a genetic eye problem. And having access to this information, which she actually was able to get a hold of, changed his care and how they were going to go about trying to treat a very debilitating eye disease that he had that they found out to be genetic. And I just know that the impact of having access to the information, how it changed my life, how it's changing my sister's life and her son's life, and I know that we're just two people. We're talking about thousands of people whose lives are going to be enriched, benefited, and improved in some way through the work that everybody in this room has done. And that's really special. That's what makes public service worth it. That's what public service should be about, how we're going to touch people's lives and find a way to make them better. And today is a celebration of that. And I'm very proud to be here and to share in this moment, because it's a special thing, and it's going to be so special for so many people. And thank you for inviting me to be part of it. Now, it's my privilege to introduce to you somebody who I have gotten to know very well, because he is such a strong, strong advocate for adoption. He cares so much about the children of our state, and I want to introduce Mike Gonadakis, who is the president of Ohio Right to Life.